Beautiful day for a drive. Ride over and see my buddy Steve Summers. He's got a part for me that he's made, or tool I suppose I should say. So, meandering through the country over to Steve's place. See it's the Whitewater Creek over there. That's what Steve was packing on. So it's quite a popular thing around here. Glimpses in there. Oh, we're just screwing around here. Got a cast iron block. It's probably 6x8. And as you can see, it's beat all to pieces. We got dips in here in the 3 to 5 thousandths range, I'd say, but it's fairly parallel, so I don't think we're gonna get awful on that. So I'm just gonna take a bi-ax and just attack this thing and see what happens. Steve's over there doing precision. I'm a bush hog over here. $6.28. You got a parallel?
Yep. Want a big one?
Just a regular, like vice parallel work. Just somebody in his eyeball down through here. See if there's anything really high I need to knock off, or where any giant lows are. And that's kind of for sure below here. Really not bad other than it's low on this side where the cut is.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what these were used for. They pray everything.
Yeah.
And the way they look. Hammer marks, torch marks, threaded holes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they burned this off maybe. It looks like it could be a flame cut.
Or grinder.
Yeah. Been travel speed pretty fast on the grinder though.
Who knows?
Yeah. Really, the stroke length is variable on these. It's stroke's actually set too short on this for doing what we're doing. Yeah. But you want to mow on it there for a while, get a feel for it. Obviously the spots that nothing have happened to, we'll have to keep going down as they start showing up, just trying
Just going over the
to
surface.
maintain it even. Yeah,
Should we?
just try to get up
Do you think?
everything that's up.
Do you think it would be good to glue this? Just to wipe some glue on it to
Just to see where you're going, maybe.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's not really, at this stage, it's not important because it's got to come off
Yeah.
till it gets down to there. So you're really just roughing. You just got to,
Remove material.
yeah, push material or just bush hogging. Better than it was.
Oh yeah.
Flip that blade over. Mark it again.
Yeah,
Get your
just
spots
about
picked out. There's still obviously some holes in it, but got a lot of them out.
Propels.
No, it's sharp. The light's right, I can see, but I'm over, I can't.
You could wipe some yellow on it and sand it.
I mean, I can,
Oh yeah, those are deep holes there.
actually, they're high spots.
Oh okay. You're
Those are
right.
all spots when you come back and hit.
Those are ones you stoned and they,
Yeah.
they showed up.
Yeah.
You pushed across that.
So,
It looks like straight lines.
yeah, they're real close together X's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not like it's the way I'm looking at it.
So, 40 minutes. Or can you hit that one
I just went
once,
way.
right? Just one way.
Yeah, you want me
So
to
yeah,
hit this
yeah,
one again?
Yeah, do this one the other way, so it'd be one complete
And then do
cycle,
this
and then
one
do
2
this
times.
one, yeah, cycle both ways. And don't worry about that line, if you go on over it, it's fine, 'cause no doubt it'll need to go over the sun.
Yeah. So check it.
Yeah, check it and see how much, if any, we moved it.
Let me do it. Yeah. Here.
1 hour in, from 5 thousandths to under a thousandths, but technically we haven't gotten all the holes, but
Yeah, those are some of these are huge deep.
yeah. Those two there are the worst. Those are real deep.
These.
Yeah. Take a lot to dig them out. What I might would do would be just do a full X pattern over the whole thing now. Just try to keep it even as you can everywhere.
Easier said than done.
Practice. That's all it is practice. You may want to slow it down. Looks pretty good.
You're still hitting there. Really, an abrasive wheel to knock that spot down.
I didn't see any blue on it though.
There.
Just to the inside of it.
Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, that's where it's stoning anyway.
One band through here. I'll just do this whole band, just regular X's.
Right here.
Yeah, right here where all this is showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just knock
pick those others out and see what shows back up. Really high right there.
Yeah. And look at that one. That needs to get with angle there, because that's just going to continue to do that. There's a little pop in that.
And it looks like it's coverage from here out roughly, and from here to here, and then there's a high spot right here. It gives you probably a better idea. It's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, that surface.
Yeah, do a X pattern across all these areas.
Yeah, here. Well, I'm gonna stay out of here, right?
Yeah.
Just there.
Let's see.
Knock these off.
Yeah,
Just ink, and then blaze this surface.
yeah, everything in here is fair game pretty much except for there. Not right there.
So, okay, 0 there.
About a thou under.
Thou. 2 thou right there. 0. Zero. Zero. Bouncing about half thou there, high. Half thou low. It's not way off.
Now, whenever you run over the blue marks, it's pretty well right on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, basically.
All the high spots are high, and it's showing this one. How low is this in the middle where it's not touching the ball? Yeah, it's bound to be the lowest point in there.
2 thou.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 2.5 right there. No, no, it's about 3 right there. One particular spot, but it's just a pocket.
So in 2 hours, we've got it
Within a,
flat and parallel within 2.5 thousandths with
Yeah.
these holes in it.
yeah, this thing was an absolute disaster.
Yeah, and that was all by hand. No milling machine required.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with a little bit of time and a hand scraper or a power scraper. Both.
Yeah, and knowing
can
where
do
you
this
need to
with-
go.
Yeah.
Which is, again, it's just like this, you know. And the print's clearly showing what the indicator shows also, that you got coverage in these areas and
Yeah, these are
hollows
pockets.
in there,
Yeah.
so which means all that's got to come down for that to come up, which makes it easy for scraping now, because so what you want to do is just come in here and just do X's over all this. And
Yeah, all this will be left alone other
Yeah.
than those couple little spots. those are the major highs.
Yeah,
So when those come down, well,
yeah.
this is not going anywhere, but it will
It'll get closer to
to the top surface.
the surface that you're shooting for of a parallel flat plane. But we got a lot of good practice in today, so you can tear at it to your heart's content.
Yeah. Well, I definitely feel better about using that scraper just with, it's just time, getting time behind one.
Yeah, and feeling what you like out of it, because everybody's different for what kind of feel they want. How fast do you move? Because the faster you're moving, the more strokes you want, so that your spacing stays good. And then if you slow down, you need it slower so that your spacing stays good.
Spacing between scrape marks.
Yeah.
Because if your speed was too fast and the stroke was too slow, that would be...
Like, really, I don't know if you can see them here, but I can see that this row of scrape marks was made at one time. This was a pass. And those are too far apart, really, to be ideal.
Yeah, how close?
You want them aligned with
Okay. Yeah, that makes
is
sense.
ideal. So ideal would look like
Yeah, it'd be twice that.
that. Yeah. So, and then like I said, we'll draw this all in. Why not? Happy artist time. Of course, I should have done a better job. My stroke length's not all the same. Let's try and even it up here. And then ideal would be for your next pass to come in here and lay like this.
In between them.
Yeah. And just right to the line.
It's a lot easier to say than it
Yeah,
is.
it's a lot easier to draw this by hand than do with that power scraper too, but that's kind of what
That's
you're
what you're
after.
shooting for.
Yeah, because then if you've done it right and your spacing's right and your stroke length's right, then what you would be left with would be this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot,
Yeah.
this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot,
Yep.
this dot, this dot, this dot, and then you'd have your
Checkerboard.
your checkerboard 40 PPI or whatever you're going for. And that's not necessary for scraping a machine tool, but that's kind of
Like for
the gold
maybe for
standard for
instrument.
straight edges and things like that. They're usually
Or
shoot
gauge.
for 40.
Yeah.
I think machine tools, they usually go for something more like 12 or 16.
Yeah. 40 would be gauge.
Yeah, but then if you come over here, let's say, let's make an inch. This is a pretty good area. Of course, we don't have an inch, but it looks like an inch square eyeball. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, about 29.
Yeah.
So that would be overkill for a machine
Yeah.
tool, but which if you didn't have this big hollow in here, then it would probably be 40.
Yeah, this still got to come down quite a bit actually. Well, in some spots.
Yeah,
Some
I mean,
spots
other
are
than
just half that.
hitting this and that
Yeah.
and that, if this has to come up 2 thou and you're taking 3/10 a pass, you would really do 3 times probably over here and here and
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, if you really took the time with that indicator and worked this out, you could easily figure out exactly how many, or close, right?
Yeah.
How many passes you'd need to take to get it at least really close. So you could just go ahead and
Yeah, just
print
go
it
ahead and
blaze on it with the
Yeah.
scraper and
one pass one
instead of
way
back
and
and
back the other
forth.
way and then back the other way and back then
Yeah.
do 3 times
instead
and
of coming back and forth to the plate
Yeah.
checking every time. Yep.
there's no need to really reprint it or anything, because you know it's got to come down
Yeah.
that much.
And if you know how much each scrape removes each pass, yeah, you can kind of calculate how.
Yeah,
How
we're
much
telling
you
that,
take.
if you want, where's that little inner rapid, we could see, because you redid this and you were pushing down harder then, weren't you?
Push, yeah, on
So-
scrapes.
Yeah. Let's see, measure the scrape depths. About 4.
Yeah.
It's real close to that half thou. Yeah, I'd say you're right at a half thou, right there.
Yeah. That pass, that last go around felt better as well.
It's really tight now, so. It's like it's finicky.
It's spindly. I don't like the little hand arms on them.
So your scrape marks are probably closer to 4 on average. 4/10 that time. Which is still, right close to that ideal of 5/10 for a machine tool, so.
That I'd heard that before, and that seems excessive to me, but it makes sense.
So earlier today we started with this and just been power scraping on it for practice. It had a big hollow crescent shaped in it, pretty much right through here. Wasn't touching it at all. We spent probably 2 hours scraping this in, just learning and practicing and getting used to how it moves and how it feels. And of course, it's always hard to show scraping on camera what it actually looks like, but this is a glare in the light, it's hard to see, but main thing is there's no big hollows in here anywhere. The coverage is really good. Probably the biggest empty spots maybe right there, might be a 1/4 inch. So that's what it's shooting for. What do you think of your first day power scraping?
It was good. It was good. I learned quite a bit, and definitely more confident using one than was before, because that only ran one probably 20 minutes with Lance, so much better.
Yeah, now you got one there you can do some more practicing with and see if you get bold enough to tackle that thing behind you on the floor. So,
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I hope you enjoyed my little forte in the Franklin County. Come over here to Steve's shop. He's ground up a tool for me on his tool and cutter grinder for a job I got going, and I figured I'd stop and see if I could help him with whatever I know about scraping, which is barely anything, but
More than I know, so it's helpful for sure.
so I did enjoy the Richard King scraping class down at Keith Rucker's when I went to that, and did pretty good with it. Picked it up pretty decent, so being able to pass it on to somebody else and help them with their projects is something I'm glad to do. So, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, I'll catch y'all later.